I'm Tom Davidson with Rippey & Kingston Systems. As an accomplished IT firm, we focus on delivering competitive advantage while reducing your overall IT cost. Two of our more popular offerings are our Google Apps and Virtual CIO. I invite you to visit our website or call for a free consultation.
Hi, it's Brian Thomas from the 55 KRC Morning Show. I had an opportunity today on the morning show, if you didn't get a chance to listen to a podcast, that talked to the author Michelle Caruso Cabrera. You may have seen her on CNBC. Wow, what a terrific lady and a great book. You Know I'm Right. I got the impression from not only materials of the book and talking to her, she's a very libertarian-minded person, and she's got a great recipe for success in this country, and I think it boils down to a lot of what the Tea Party folks are talking about, and it stems from like acknowledging some measure of personal responsibility for our own actions and conduct. You know, and one of the points I make on the morning show all the time, the way government gets at you and gets you riled up is by pointing to the fact that you have to pay for someone else's bad behavior. Why? Why do you have to pay for someone else's bad behavior? That's because the government created a law that took money from you and gave it to someone else. And when you see them acting poorly or inappropriately or not following some sort of appropriate life course, at least as you deem fit, you get all angry and upset about it. And really, ultimately, it boils down to the government has no obligation and it has no right, constitutionally or otherwise, to get involved in the day-to-day affairs of our diet, our exercise, or anything else for that matter. There are people on the very margins of society, people who are incapable of learning, people with severe disabilities, and that is where the notion of charity comes in. And there have always been charities, and there always will be, I presume. But the minute the government starts stepping into that role, liberating money out of your pocket and giving it to someone else, and then expanding what qualifies as charitable. I mean, you think about the Obamacare bill alone. If you're, what is it, 4 times poverty or something? A household making $80,000 a year is now going to get a handout from government? Something is fundamentally wrong with this equation. The government is not there to give handouts and redistribute wealth. It is a recipe for division, and it's a recipe for fiscal disaster. The division we're facing, clearly, check out last week's election. There's a divided country. I guess those who have and don't want taken, and those who are trying to take from those who have. You know, there's your division. The failure is illustrated in the fiscal reality our country is facing. And it's not just our national government, federal government rather, it's individual states. The bills come due, and there isn't enough money around to discharge it. You see a disaster looming ahead of us? And it all comes from the government trying to bite off more than it can chew and ignoring the limitations that I think practical reality places on it. Have a fantastic day. I hope you can get a copy of that book. Also check out the blog page. Talk to the author of Lethal Warriors today. Little insight and information in post-traumatic stress disorder just in time for Veterans Day. And finally, I will close with probably the most important thing. Happy 235th anniversary to the United States Marine Corps. You guys kick ass, you always have, and you'll continue to do it, and God love you for it. Thank you for protecting the United States of America.